Welcome to rtsir tutorials. Do like, subscribe and comments if you like these videos. So let's get started with a program. In the last video we discussed about the variables and constant. After that we discussed about the data types of the variables, how it is used, what was the capacity of the variables, how it is represented and how it is declared. So let's see in the video how to write a basic structure of C programs. So let's go. So here I have written some notes about the basic structures of the C program. So let's get started with it. So here we are seeing in the basic structure of the C programming, we are watching that document section is there at first, and after link section, definition sections, global declaration section, main functions, and of course this is known as parenthesis. Okay, sorry, not parenthesis, it's a braces, and it's a open braces, and it's close braces. Okay, so do remember the names. And something called these two brackets, this is known as parenthesis. Okay, so let's call it as a parenthesis, and these two curly brackets are known as open braces and close braces, or you can call it as left braces or right braces. Okay, so this will declare the section or the block of the statements from where to where has been written. Okay, so let's see, global declaration section will be written here, and the main function starts from here. The main program starts from here. The main function tells that the program is going to start about. Okay, and inside the main programs there will be two parts, that is called declaration sections. That means we will declare the variables, and the executable statements will be written in executable section. Okay, after that one more thing we will have, that is none other than sub programs. So the main program is written in every programs, but if we need in exceptions sub programs, then that sub programs will be called in C program as functions. So there may be one functions or more than one functions, up to n functions. Okay, so how is functions returns? After the main programs, bottom of the main programs. So this is, you can see here, function 1, function name, and a block of statements will be written inside it. Again function 2, and again you can see here function n. So the statements n will be written here. So as like this we can complete the basic structure of the C program. I have written one examples beside here. Let's see accordingly. Okay, so let's see. So whatever the document section is there, in document section we will write that comments, like what program we are going to write. We will write this on the top, that is called documentation sections. And you are watching this double slash, that means double forward slashes. What is the use of it? Let's see here. I have written some notes about the comments. This is called comments. So for the documentation purpose it is used, or it's used for the noting purposes. So let's say a single line comments. So how it's single line comment written? So you have to give the forward double slashes. So you can see here it's written here, and also we can use multi-line comments for multiple lines. So how we will use it? Forward slashes 1, asterisk symbol, and a block of statement will be written in multi-lines, and then at the closing time we can use strict and forward slashes. So in this way we can use single line comments, multi-line comments for documentation section. So let's see another things, that is link section. So we must include link in a program so that whatever functions we use, it should be fetched from there. So you are seeing here like hash include studio.h. So hash include studio.h means studio means standard input output, and .h means header file. Dot means period here, and h means header file. So this header file is called here in a link sections to fetch some functions in a program. One more we are seeing there, in a define sections there will be hash define pi. So it's known as a declaration. So what type of declaration? It's a variable declarations. It's a variable declarations where we declare some constant, symbolic constant variables. Okay, so we are assigning the pi value as 22.0 divided by 22 by 7. Okay, so this is also known as the preprocessor directives. So let's see here, what is preprocessor directives. You can see here preprocessor directives. It gives the instructions to preprocessor to do the things before compilation of any source code. So before any source code compilations, preprocessor directives gives the instructions to the preprocessor to do this and that. Okay, so let's see the example here. Hash include studio.h, hash define. For defining, there are two types of preprocessor directives. They are include and define. So define will declare a symbolic constant value, that is pi 3.14 true 1. Okay, so these are preprocessor directives. So let's see again to the basic structure of C programming. So after the definition sections and global declaration section, this is the global declaration sections. So it's also known as the global variables, which will be accessed through all the programmings we will do in a page. Okay, so let's see, one more thing is written here, and this is a function defining. This is known as function defining, where we are going to write the sub program for this. After the main programs, we will do a sub program, and for that sub program we need to define the function first. So float area and float is given. This is the data type what we have to declare. Again, hence the main functions. For the main functions we write here void main to escape warning, and main function will tell the program is going to start from here. So let's see, the open braces is there to start the sections, start the main section from here to here, you are seeing. Okay, so in the main functions there will be two types of sections, and that is declaration sections, executable sections. Okay, so what are the declaration sections? Let's see about that. Now see here, I am declaring some variables like float. Float is a data type. In last video we saw this. Float holds the value, float data types holds the value like a decimal values like 1.1, 2.2, 3.3, such things. Okay, so we are assigning two variables, that is r and a variables. Okay, so these everything you can see here in a small letter. So in C programming, basically what it means you must write in small letters. Okay, now see here, printf. So actually this printf and scanf is the input and output of the programs which directly associate with the studio.h. So this is the header file which contains such functions that it will give input, standard input and standard output. So scanf for input, printf for output. So remember it, we will use this printf and scanf in many of the programs. Not only many of the programs, for in the most programs we must do this to take some standard inputs and outputs. Okay, so let's see, printf enter the radius, and this is the representation of floating value, and that's called as r. We will detailedly discuss these things, how it's going on in the next videos. So let's see another thing like a is equals to area of r. So this is the function call which we defined here in the above section, and after that we can, after calling the function calls, it will directly jump to the functions where it has been written. So what is written here? Let's see, written pi into radius into radius. So pi r square is the formula, and we are writing that formula in the expression form, and it will calculate some values of r and a, and it will store it into the area, and it will return to the main programs, that is a equal to some values will be there, and we should print this to the output screen, that is printf area equal to percentage f. Hence a will be printed and getch will hold the screen, and you can see the output whatever it will come. Okay, so this was a simple and basic structure of the C programming as you saw. So let's talk some extra tips in C programming, like we have some escape sequence. Okay, so what are escape sequence in C programming? They are the non-printing characters which is used to do some specific task. For example, backslashes is used in the escape sequence. For example, /a, /b, /n, /t, /r, etc. So these all are the escape sequences which will escape some spaces, escape some lines, escape some inch of the space accordingly. Okay, so we will see these examples in upcoming programs, and you will know it detailedly in the next video. So let's see something else. This video is going to be a little bit longer, so I hope you are not getting bored. So let's see something like, we already seen preprocessor directives. What was it? It gives the instructions to the preprocessor to do the things before the compilation of any source codes. Okay, so examples we saw already. In the link sections we include the studio.h. In the definition sections we define the variable symbolic constantly, and actually coming to the point, that is statement. So what is statement in C programming? So a statement is a command given to a computer that instructs the computer to take a specific actions. Okay, so what is this statement? Statement is a command. Statement is just a command which is given to the computer or a program that instructs the computer to take any specific actions. So there are two types of the statements. They are simple statements and compound statements. So example of simple and compound statements is written here. I will tell you. Let's see here. So simple, this line is called one statement because it has been closed with the semicolon, and in the last video we discussed about the semicolon, that semicolon ends the statements. It should be used to terminate the statement. So termination of the statement is compulsory in C programming language inside the main program. Okay, so see here, s is equals to a plus b. So this is one statement. X is equals to sqrt of d, that is function calling sqrt of d. So this is the statement which is known as simple statement. Okay, so if this is simple, then what is compound? So let's see. So compound is a block of statements executed in a sections. Okay, so let's see. Open braces, close braces, inside it some compound of statements or some block of statements is written here. So let's see, c is equal to 0 if a greater than b, max is equals to a, else max is equals to b. So these are the some block of statements which is written in a section. That section is known as compound statement. So got it? I hope you got it. Let's see something else. Some introductions about the operator. So what is operator actually? An operator is a symbol or a sign that operates on a single or multiple data items and tells the computer to perform certain operations on operands. Okay, so what is operator actually in real life? So I'll write here example like something number like 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the operands on which we are going to perform some actions like 4 plus 5. So these two are the operands, and in the middle it's a operator. It may be addition, subtraction, or relational operator, or logical operator, or etc. etc. So this operator is used to perform some actions on the operands. Okay, so let's see what are the types of the operators. In this video we will just name them, and in the next video we will detailedly discuss about the types of the operators with examples of each operators. Okay, so let's see types of operators: arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator, increment decrement operator, conditional operator, ternary operator, bitwise operator, special operator, that is comma operator, and size of operator. So arithmetical operator deals with addition, subtractions, multiplication, division, integer division, exponential sign. So these are some operators in arithmetic operator. Okay, so relational operator, what is relational operator? So relational operator basically deals with true and false results, that is it will compare the operand relationship. That's why it is called relational operator, or it is also called as comparison operator. Now coming to next point, that is logical operator. Why it is called logical means it will have three types of operators, that is and, or, not, and these three things are totally relating about the logical things of operands. So let's see another point, that is assignment operator. In assignment operator, some numbers, some values are assigned from left to right accordingly. In increment decrement operator, something is iterated, like something is incremented by 1, 2, 3 or something else, or decremented. In increment operator and decrement operator, there are two types of operator, that is pre-increment operator or decrement operator, post-increment operator or post-decrement operator. So we will detailedly discuss this about in another video. So let's come to next point, that is conditional operator. So what is conditional operator? It's just like a it will have some condition. If that condition meets true, some true part will be printed. If that condition is false, false part will be printed. So this is accordingly condition. Okay, so bitwise operator, it is a bitwise and, or, not. Bitwise logical operators will be there, bitwise shifting will be there, complements of the number will be there in this operator. And special operator means comma operators. Comma are used in the every to distribute the parameters, to distribute the strings. And size of operator is it's about knowing the size of some object, that may be variables or anything else. So thank you for today. In this video I'm going to conclude the things, and in the next video we will see the types of operator detailedly of each with programs. Thank you. Do like, subscribe and share if you like this video.